Last week at Citi Field, a familiar face made his way back to Queens as former Met catcher Ed Hearn was honored by the Mets for his work in trying to find a cure for kidney disease. Since retiring from baseball in 1991, Hearn has had 3 kidney transplants and has been treated for cancer twice. His journey is one of determination, and it's certainly inspiring. Catcher Ed Hearn only played 1 season with the New York Mets, filling the role of Gary Carter's backup during the 1986 championship season.
Once I was 2 or 3 months with the team, you began to get a sense of how much these guys were cocky. When we walked out on the field, we knew we were going to win. And we went out there and we were supposed to win. And that's what we did. I mean, we dominated the game. Cardinals were in second place by, 23 games? And we got into the playoffs. That was different stories, you know. Anything can happen. Astros gave us all we could handle, and then of course Red Sox in the World Series, a beautiful thing.
He struck him out! Struck him out! The Mets have won the World Series! And they're jamming and crowding all over Jesse Orasco. The dream has come true.
After the 1986 season, Hearn was traded to the Royals for David Cone. That's when his baseball career, and more importantly, his life away from baseball, hit a major crossroads.
Got traded, had a starting job there. I was handed the young pitching staff that had won the '85 World Series. They wanted me to be with them 8 to 10 years. 2 weeks into the season, shoulder injury, major reconstructive surgery. Battled like heck to get back. Battled for 3 years, and it just wasn't meant to be. Go to transition into the real world, and you know, I'm on dialysis 6 months later. Kidney transplant 6 months later.
Hearn currently lives with the kidney disease focal segmental glomerulosclerosis. This disease is so debilitating that for the past 15 years, Hearn has been forced to sleep with a breathing machine.
I had to take a lot of medications just to fight the side effects of the medications themselves that helped me keep my kidney. I have several other issues. I've had cancer, I've had radiation treatment, sleep with that breathing machine, taking IV treatment once a month.
For the past several years, Hearn has been an ambassador for the NephCure Foundation, a nonprofit organization committed to helping find a cure for kidney disease.
These conditions attack children, and you know, you can imagine if I've battled with it for 20 years, what these kids battle with. You know, they're young, they don't understand all the agony and pain and all the doctor's appointments alone. I average 75 to 80 doctor's appointments a year. Can you imagine what a kid feels like having to go to the doctor that many times? So, you know, I just try to be an encouragement to them. NephCure is the only people that are out there. They're working with the National Institute of Health to finding a cure or finding a treatment, something that will help these kids.
Hearn also travels the country as a motivational speaker, a job he takes very seriously.
I'm more proud about where I'm at today than when I played here in New York, because today I have the opportunity to speak all over the country to corporations, associations, youth groups, churches, and I have the opportunity to impact people's lives in a positive way.
Earlier this season, the Mets introduced us to Chris Carter. You know, the outfielder that Jerry Manuel nicknamed the Animal down in spring training. Well, throughout the course of the season, we've gotten to know CC a little bit better and found out that he likes to do yoga before a game. The Stanford grad is also very intense about hitting and has a distinct bat taping ritual. Check it out.
Hits one in the air to center. That'll get the run in at least. In to score is Thole. Carter into second with a pinch hit RBI double.
I am Chris Carter, outfielder, first baseman, pitch hitter for the New York Mets. Today we're going to talk about taping a bat. About 2 rolls of tapes and 2 bats. Show you a couple different techniques. Now, not everyone tapes a bat. I do to get a better grip. I like how it feels, you know, with the batting gloves and hitting everything. I feel like I have more control of the bat. Of course, I put pine tar and rosin and a little bit of tiger stick on it, but most of my favorite thing and the way I get the best grip is with the tape. I just ripped the tape in half. I did it real quick, just to have it. And I just kind of put it almost evenly apart. I go about, about a foot up the bat, and I just come back and cross right in the middle. And I do it really quick because I've done this over 1,000 times. I cross them evenly too, so it goes down the bat almost perfectly even. Nice grip for the bat, feels good, especially when it's colder. I do this pretty much with every bat. If it's really hot, sometimes the grip's good enough, I don't need it. But I'll retape them maybe every 4 days. I got one other tape job that I do. It's kind of when maybe a guy's throwing harder or my wrists feel a little tired. Put some weight at the bottom. Really get low on the bat. I don't know if it looks like that. It's got a little counterweight at the bottom. When I use this tape and I have this grip, I just kind of really don't use my legs, just kind of let the bat weight and everything do all the work. I have a lot of different bats. This bat right here is 35 inches, 34 ounces. And then this one right here is 34 inches, 32 ounces. And a lot of times it just kind of depends on how I feel. It's how I think maybe the pitcher's gonna pitch me. I started taping bats when I started using wood bats. This was when I was like 15 years old. I started taping bat like Griffey used to. He has a tape like this job, or he used to when he started playing in Seattle. But I don't know how he got the ridges in it, but I used to use a shoelace to get a nice little grip on it. No one physically showed me, I learned from watching TV.
And Carter pulls one down the right field line, base hit! Chris Carter with a pinch hit RBI double in his first at bat as a New York Met.
That's going to do it for this edition of Mets Weekly, presented by FlatRate Moving. I'm Julie Alexandria from the New Era store in downtown Manhattan. We'll see you next time.